Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the U.K.E-liquid Mixing Show. Please be upstanding for your hosts, which is our own savoury of vaping, our own mixing. Oh, I can't even do it. Just bring you all on. I'm going to do some fancy thing. I'll do it next week. I've kept us all off so no one could see, and then I couldn't do it. I'll have to make a video thing. I forgot because you all talk. No, because you all talk. You put me off. I'm going to record it. I'm going to do some fancy intro. But you all start talking. I can't handle it.
It worked, Bill. It worked.
I'll do a proper fucking intro for that. Oh dear. Anyway, welcome to the U.K.E-liquid Mixing Show. It is a Wednesday. Oh, this fucking thing dancing around.
Why does one keep freezing?
You're gonna have to have me off centre. So
It's centred. Just a bit low. Just raise the feet up a bit.
Yeah, exactly. Good evening, and welcome. If you are in chat, just have a look at the top and make sure you're in live chat and not in twat chat. If you are in twat chat, swap it over to live chat and you keep up with everything we are doing. So who you got on tonight is myself, Benny Vapes. You've got our own mixing guru, which is Graham Net Reality. We've got our own mixing detective, which is Liam Sherlock Holmes.
This isn't putting him off. It is,
we've
yes.
Will you shut the fuck up? We have got the semi-baristeros of vaping, the Arnold Palmer of mixing, which is Bill the Chair, and we have our own mixing guru, which is Tim, Advocate for Liberty. Welcome.
I thought that was you, Graham, but okay.
Yeah, that's Graham.
I ain't got a fucking clue now.
He's the maestro. Graham's the guru.
Yeah, you've just fucking... anyway, whatever.
It's easy. Graham starts with a G. Guru starts with a G. Get it right. For
Yeah, but
Christ.
all I get is fucking Graham whittering in my fucking ear.
Graham's trying to make up for lost time. He hasn't been here in a while. He's got a lot of talking to catch up. So.
Oh dear. Anyway,
Just miss putting you off.
Exactly. It's got some in a mad rush. I've had training tonight. That's why I was late coming on. So I didn't have it all set up.
Graham's been away at war defending the country, and he comes back home, and you treat him like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he was in Nam. I remember when I was in Nam.
That's the name of the kebab shop down the road, isn't it?
Nam.
Yeah.
Goddamn Nam.
He made an order from Nom Noms.
He remember when he said nom noms, yes.
Yeah, he made an order from Nom Noms. I mean, he went through it.
Anyway, are you all
Took
right?
a big hit.
Are you all right? Let's start as we mean to go on. Can everybody hear you? Just talk. Oh, yeah, they can. It's all
Yeah.
right.
Hello.
Hello. Right. If you have got any questions, don't forget you can put them in chat. If you are new to this channel and you don't know anything on anything, just put it in chat and we'll try and help you as best we can. So what we're vaping on tonight, fellas, we'll start with Bill. I'm going to make you wait tonight.
I'm vaping on those three things.
You were later than me.
Who was later than you?
Liam was.
Oh, Liam, yeah.
So I'm going to wait till chat fills up, so he's got a lot of work to do.
I'm on the GUR with the arbiter, and the GUR with the arbiter, and the Paramore with the Raptor. And then those I have banana nut muffin in one and blue raz cream cake in the other. And I'm waiting on crispy treat to steep. And I will pass it to Liam so he can rest after he gets done and people down there.
When he lands.
Yeah, so I'm on the Steam Creamer Miser V2 on the Drag 3. And in that, I ran out of VG, so I had to go to the local B&M. So I got some Grandma Salted Caramel.
Oh, any good?
Not bad. Yeah, not bad, actually. It's one of the better ones I've had. Normally they got like a licoricey aftertaste or some sort of aftertaste that shouldn't be there. And no, this one actually does taste quite a bit like salted caramel. It's quite nice.
Oh, good.
So, it's empty.
Who makes it?
Who
makes it?
Grandma.
Grandma.
Yeah, it just says Grandma Salted Caramel. I can't actually can't read who's made it. And I also have the GT80 with in that I'm still going through that 100 ml cheesecake. I found it tasted a little bit better in pods. And I've also got a Smock Nord 40 watt with some of the cheesecake in as well. And with that, I will pass it over to Tim.
All right, that stick mod. How's the battery life on that? The one of the pod.
The 80 is good.
The GT80, yeah, it's not bad battery at all, to be honest.
All right, so I got my GT4 on the Gruss, and in that I got strawberry cheesecake milkshake. I've got the GUR 21 with the Hadley on top, and in that I've got cocoa espresso cheesecake. Cheesecake was my thing this week. Then I got the Nom Noms treats, the Sinapple gravy in the the heck is that thing again? It's the Griffin. The Griffin on top of the custom Aegis skinned Aegis Legend. And then I got another Nom Noms because I got that the cookie and milk Nom Noms treats, and I've got that in the moonshot on top of the Nova 2. Talk
You
about
managed to make the moonshot.
this thing
Wicked.
has not leaked, and I've had it going for 2 weeks. Not one leak. If
Didn't
you
it
do it right, you
spin,
can get
spin, 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 spin?
Yeah.
it is not the easiest thing to wick, but if you do get it right, it will work. And the flavor is not bad. It's not a nice small chamber, but
It's in a box upstairs. I gave up. I
I
never
got it on
even
this. I
wicked
got to
it.
try it again.
box
I
is
didn't
nice.
have bad luck last time.
Yeah. I got the box mod as well to go with it.
Yeah, I got
It's
the
in
box.
lovely that it comes in, isn't it?
Yeah, the
Mm.
tin. A lot of people made mods out of those
Yeah,
tins.
yeah.
I've got the tin. It's over there. But yeah, that is all I have, and I'm going to pass it to Graham.
Okay, I've got the Oxford Velocity. I'll do sound effects with it as well. And in that, I've got a juice which I can't pronounce, so I just named. I don't know what I've named it. I've named it Man Bud for some reason. Oh yeah, because it's Mandarin and Buddha's Hand Citron. But I published it today, and I called it something absolutely ridiculous that nobody can pronounce. I'll put it into
Including
chat.
himself. He can't pronounce his own name.
I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up later and see if anybody can pronounce it. I can't pronounce it. I can pronounce the second word, but I can't pronounce the first word. So I've got the Guar 21 with the barrage on top, and in that I've got something I just made just before the show called Dripped, which is 2 VSO, some fudge, and something
One
else.
marshmallow.
Marshmallow, yeah. And I've got the Vaporesso 200, and in that, I've got the Creme Hill 2 tank and a load of hairs sticking out the Creme Hill 2 tank for some reason. And in that, I have no idea what that is, but it's got a really nice color.
You can't pronounce one
Well
of your own
steeped.
liquids, and they don't know what's in the last one at all.
Yeah, I've got Bill's board in there.
Bill's
pass
on
it.
cherry.
I'll pass it on to our number one mixer, Benny.
Yay! Right, I'm on the Guar with the Arbiter, and inside that I've got some of Black Rose Elixir Black Abyss. In that, I'm also on this, which is a box, and inside that I've got some Bar Fuel Triple Mango. And that is me. That is me. Over to you, Mr. Liam.
In chat tonight, we have lots of people. Back over to you, Benny.
Lots of people.
Right, so we have Craig D, Canadian Vapor, Kenny 2023. Lots of Kenny 2023 and Craig D.
With different names.
Richard Kidd, Swamp Thing, Billy Lee Rice, Ben M,
Benem.
John
Hello.
Vaping John Vaping Joker, Vapor Bunny, Martin Saunders, Swamp Thing, Fee, Graham Maverly, I'm sure I'm missing people, Lady Liberty, Leo Barry, the Vaping Snowman, Furious Elbow, Leo Barry, see, it just goes really quiet while I'm scrolling through all this. Mike Haynes and Sean Morris and Rocky Tooney. I
Hello.
believe that is everybody.
You
Kenny
forgot to mention 2023, Liam.
Kenny, Free, JVJ, Michael Meek.
Michael Meek.
See, I was in Zoom with the Kenny 2020 the other day. That must have been the original because the knockoff 2023 is not the same one, I don't believe, is it?
Yeah, he's upgraded. It's an upgraded model.
Yeah.
It's this year's model. He's now with a new elbow. He's got the people's elbow.
No, he's got a mech elbow.
Yeah. So, title of the show tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about cherry. A little bit about cherry. Bill's favourite cherry.
Different type of cherry.
Yeah.
Obviously, Benny, I got it right away. I put it in the comment. I'm in the
Little
chat
I was
for
saying
you.
you've got to mention Craig and Kenny. You mentioned them right at the beginning, didn't you, Craig and Kenny?
I did.
No, they're
Not
Are
a
they
couple.
here?
I don't remember hearing it. You
Were
better
they
shut
in
them out.
chat? I haven't seen them in chat.
That's because you blocked them.
Yes.
Oh dear! I had a cheat saying that I'd blocked him, which I probably have on one of his 50 million accounts.
Which I thought it's like the other day we were watching one of the earlier mini vape shows, and the strange thing was chat just sit over there real quiet. It's like you can tell Craig and Kenny weren't around at that time.
Yeah, we're looking back at some old ones, and they had like 2 people in for about 45 minutes.
It was like about half an hour into the show, and there was like 6 chats. It
Yeah.
was like no Craig and Kenny.
So yeah, I just noticed
were the
that
days.
those were the days. Those were the days, my friends. In what they never. Sorry. So yeah, I just thought if so, has anybody got any recipes with cherry in there? Anybody want to know about cherry or all like that? Because there is a lot of things. Cherry seems to be the in thing this year.
Yeah.
Apparently.
No.
It's,
Graham's like, eh.
well, it does, doesn't it? A lot of them are releasing cherries. So I don't know if it's the in flavour of the year or the month. Maybe I don't know.
2023 cherry.
Yeah.
2023.
Craig's out. Hashtag offended. Bless him. So is it because I find that cherries sometimes are a little bit medicinal.
Yeah.
It
Yes,
can be. In
they-
most of the cases, it is.
There's not many good cherries out there.
Yes, one thing saying cherry tastes like cough medicine to me. That's what I find that a lot of them do. Do you know what I mean? But is there any nice ones that don't taste like cough medicine?
In aware of cherries.
Is that more like a normal cherry? Like a cherry, like a black cherry, or
No, it's like in aware of cherries is a red cherry.
Martin saying sometimes he finds cherry muted in some juices.
I still think my favourite is Flavour West Cherry Berry.
Is that because it's a berry as well as a cherry?
I don't know, not really. It's just really, really nice cherry. 4%, and that's fine. I've got loads of juicy cherries. I've got
He
3
says
bottles
it.
of juicy cherries because I keep on forgetting I go, oh, I fancy a cherry. I haven't had that juicy cherry. Bought it. Next order. Fancy a cherry. And I did it 3 times in a row. At least it's an okay cherry, that one.
Yeah.
I think it was cashew.
Bless you.
Wasn't it? Cashew. I think I
Bless
got
you.
cashew trying to get nuts, and that tastes like cherry.
Is that the
Is
one?
it-
Yeah, you made the one.
Is
you
it
said
cash? I
this-
think it's cashew. I think it was either cashew or
No,
almond.
it
but
was
I think
almond.
it's was it almond?
Almond.
Yeah, it might have been almond. Yeah, and it is the most cherry tasting vape I've ever vaped, and it's supposed to be almond.
Yeah,
Go on, sorry.
I was going to say there's only a handful of cherries I've tried that actually tasted to me like cherry, which was the Inawera cherries. One of the flavors, black cherry jelly bean. I think the one that Rocky has probably just used in the mix, the recipe that he just put up, TFA cherry blossom. It's a really nice cherry, and FA black cherry
Yep.
with using Zippy's trick of FA black cherry with a little bit of blackcurrant.
Wow. Little Bob saying he's been using VSO cherry to fill out Brighton mixes. I like it.
Yeah, that's the 2 that don't give me any medicinal note are his maraschino cherry and his regular cherry.
Is
VSOs.
maraschino cherry? Just say, is that a glazed cherry?
No, it's like you ever have like a cocktail with a little candied like cherry in it?
Yeah, that's what I say. It's a
Maraschino
glazed cherry.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a recipe here which I made ages ago.
The,
Cherry lips.
The maraschino cherry will stand up though to other things like a separate entity. Like I made a chocolate cherry ice cream thing, and it stood out like it was actually chunks of cherries in it. It was kind of neat. Really like the way that tastes.
Go on, you're saying, Graham?
Yeah, I've got a recipe here, cherry lips, with Swedish gummy from TPA, cherry blossom, and unknown or invalid flavour or flavour band at 5%, and I've got no idea what that is. So that recipe's vanished into the wilderness.
Leo Barry used it in a plum, pineapple, and passion fruit. It's strange but nice. Rocky's saying black cherry medicine flower is amazing. Expensive. That's not going to be cheap, is it? That'd be
Yeah,
a little 30 mil.
I've never tried any of the medicine flowers because they're a little bit too rich for my blood.
Yeah, definitely. Are they cheaper in America, or is it?
No,
or is it just here?
pretty expensive.
No, but since cherry already has a medicinal flavor normally anyhow, you figure if you got medicine flower cherry, that'd be double medicinal.
Hi, Becky.
Bill,
Rocky's
Bill, don't you have like one of the
Pretty right.
best medicinal cherries there is?
Yeah, but I just don't know what cherry's in it.
Mike is saying, fucking ELR ruin loads of recipes. Fuck 'em.
No, he said feck 'em. He didn't say
Fuck 'em.
yes.
So, yeah.
They did.
I've got a recipe here I've just found.
All
I'll
right,
just
go on.
share it.
Oh, wait.
Does it have cherry in it, or is it just
It
a
has,
recipe you
it has
found?
cherry in.
Are you sharing?
No, I just
Yeah.
found this one.
Posh vape juice done proper.
Oh no!
Fuck you, Mick.
No.
Champagne TPA at 1.5, Cherrylicious Decadent Vapes at 7, Citrus Soda at 1, and Cap Super Sweet at 0.25. And turns out, that's on private, I'll share it.
Yeah. That's on private because you're afraid Mick would see it and kick your butt.
You want to bring some of Rocky's?
I've got brave now. Take no
put-
notice of what.
Pop a cherry, and he's put in that other one that made cherry blossom.
I do like that cherry blossom.
You know
See,
Mick's going to see you at Expo, right?
Yeah. See, I think of cherry blossom being a flower, that rather than a cherry.
I think, yes.
It's a
Yeah,
tree, actually.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a flower on a tree. Yeah.
Yeah, flower.
It
on a
hasn't
tree,
actually got. Yeah, it hasn't actually got any floral to it.
right, because I wouldn't have even looked at it because it says, because I'm not a massive fan of that floral taste.
It's one of those
So-
named ones that named in a way that you wouldn't think to look at. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a few of those.
Yeah,
Right,
like
so-
cheesecake.
I've got Rocky's recipes up.
Oh, you got them.
So just do a share screen on them now, Benny.
Yep, go for it.
So we've got Shakira milk, Flavora.
Shakira.
So this is Rocky's recipe. So it's 3% cherry blossom from Flavora, 1.2% Flavora cream, 0.4% Flavora milk, and 0.6% Flavora sweetness. Let's see what Rocky says. Sakura milk latte flavor, which is mellow milk mixed with fragrant cherry blossom.
When you say fragrant cherry blossom, that makes it even sound more floral.
All right,
Yeah.
so he's done it from.
But
It's from the next pod.
Yeah,
From
but
Butofo.
yeah, that's a Flavora cherry. That's Flavora cherry blossom. So I'm not too sure how different that is to the TFA one.
Does what is it have? Haiseng have cherry blossom? Hanseng.
I'm not sure. I haven't tried any of the Hansons.
Yeah, right there. That's not very floral.
In his opinion. But he also likes milk and honey, so
Well,
can
yeah,
you
true.
trust his opinion?
So then we got Popper Cherry, which is 1% black cherry premium medicine flower, 1% Flavora cherry blossom, 3% vape train cream and soda, 0.5% vape train fizzy sherbet, and 1% vape train sugarcane. Well, black cherry cream and soda.
Oh.
Rich creamy vape cinnamon and taste of the old-fashioned fountain soft drinks. With a hint of cherry blossom and leave you begging for more.
I find that what was it, the vape train sugarcane gives you a really, really dark, sugary note, nearly
Yes.
caramelly.
Yeah, it would be perfect for that, like soda vibe right there.
Tommy?
I'm ordering that black cherry medicine flower like this next month because of that recipe just posted.
Like I said, the thing is, with medicine flower, it is expensive, but you don't have to use a lot, do you?
You don't have to use much, no. So it's like a big investment, but you get a good return.
But it's a risk if you don't know what it's like and you just spend
Yes.
£25.
Well, I cheated.
Yeah.
I'm
It's-
cheating. I'm getting a master list from like a few different people and making sure the master lists all line up. And I'm ordering them one. Those are the ones I'm ordering.
Well, the thing is, then you've got to believe other people. Like the lemon is supposed to be one of the best lemons out there, and I'm just like, well, I actually prefer the Saluvero lemon Italian.
Yeah.
So it's like I've just spent 25, but now it's all over the floor.
Yeah.
It was that one I knocked over.
Oh, was it that one you knocked over?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you had a nice lemony smell in your house for a month or so after that.
Yeah.
So how much is
You
it in
tell it's a
America
sore
then?
subject.
Medicine flower. How much is it over there?
Before discount, because there's a code percentage off, it's like $22 for a.
So
Cheaper.
that's about
Cheaper, yeah.
18 or 19 quid.
It's a little cheaper actually in Canada. Dave found some. They save a few bucks because the exchange rate and everything.
It's
Yeah,
still expensive for what it is, isn't it? Do they use it in all else? What's it used for? Medicine flower.
They have it on a health and beauty site is where I actually order it from,
Yeah.
ironically. So probably something to do with that.
Right.
Yeah, like an essential oil site type thing.
Right. Rocky's saying medicine flower lemon is good, but not a must-have. So you don't have to have it. Martin Sauna saying, question, is there a big difference in company's super sweet, or is it
Yeah.
Personal
Yes.
preference.
personal? Is that
I speak typo.
yeah, I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I think I think some of it is personal preference, but there is a difference between them. Some of them are a little bit easier on coils than others. Some people don't like the taste of stevia and one or two of the other sweeteners. So you'll find some of them actually have stevia in, so people don't like using that one because they don't like the stevia. So it's a mix of both. They are all slightly different. But just try them all. What I normally do when I do a mix, I just tell people, if I use super sweet, I just tell people to use the sweetener of their choice, because most of the time they don't make that much of a difference to recipes.
What's the commercially? It's super sweet usually, I'm assuming. Right?
Yeah, it's usually super
Okay,
sweet.
so most people are probably going to start vaping commercially, and they're going to be used to super sweet taste as far as sweetness is concerned. So probably super sweet's going to be the one that your taste buds are used to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
super sweet.
Yeah, there is one that you have to watch, which is the TFA sweetener, because that's ethyl. It's not the same. It's not quite the same one that they use in mushroom. Mushroom. It's not the same one as they use in marshmallow.
Ethyl maltol.
Ethyl maltol.
Yeah, it's a slightly different one.
No,
but
it's maltol, isn't it?
It's
It's not
maltol.
ethyl maltol. It's maltol in that one.
It has the same effect though, in that it can mute your mixes if you push it up too high, and if you use it with strawberries, that's pretty much as strawberries are going to go.
Well, it's like Cap
Especially
Super
TFA.
Sweet has that slight little bit of like citrus to it. Like if you ever single flavor test it, you can tell it's like a slight citrus, which will actually enhance your berries and such. But it's a coil killer.
What's that? Was it some Daddy that did it?
Sugar Daddy.
Yeah, Rick Sugar Daddy.
Yeah, I didn't find that. So everybody's saying that were cracking, but I didn't find it all that good.
Yeah, that was a blend. That was a blend of 3 or 4 different sweeteners.
And everybody said, "Oh, it's brilliant." And I don't really like it.
Well, I tried that erythritol, didn't I? Dilute the erythritol down as a sweetener. That was a little craze for about 2 months in the vaping scene, and I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, monk fruit was a bit of a craze as well for a little while.
You did cotton candy for a while.
Yeah, I put
Yeah.
ethyl malt, cotton candy ethyl malt on it. I changed out super sweet in custards and used the ethyl maltol instead.
Yeah.
All right.
I like using EM in custards. Works really well.
Yeah, some people like to use the cotton candy jelly bean as a sweetener. I can't use it because I taste that burnt sugar note, even down low. I can taste
Well,
it.
that burnt sugar note might go great in custards.
Yeah.
And then the other one is neotame.
Oh, that was
Is it
that
neotame?
one.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
know
what they give you for your teeth when you're having an operation.
No, that's Novocaine.
All right.
No, you know, Cat brought out what was it, an extra sweet or something like that. In one of it wasn't the last release, it was released before that, I think, that this extra sweet turned up. And that's neotame. It's supposed to be 3,000 times sweeter than super sweet. So you don't need
right.
as much, and it's supposed to be easier on the coils.
I knew they brought out one that was supposed to be easier on the coils, but I didn't know it was that
Yeah,
one. They brought out.
yeah, I think it's neotame.
No, it's not a magnet, Kenny.
But the thing is if you're using, handmade coils or those type proper coils, coils being, if you're using a sub ohm, then yeah, it's a problem. Otherwise, it's not.
Nice segue into our sponsors. If you do go over to Proper Coils, you can get proper points and you can win proper prizes by using proper points. And if you use the code DIY10, you get 10% off over at www.propercoils.com. Is it com or .co.uk?
It's com.
Yeah.
So do go out and check our sponsor. Also, if you do fancy some one-shots and you did like some one-shots that were on a site that went down that's now back up again, you can get the original ones over at Flavour Craver. They have got the Mexican fried ice cream. They've got Tickle Pink. They've also got RY Hall. So go over there and check them out for your one-shots. All your favourite ones from a site that closed and is now back. Yeah.
And I kind of like Stevia Nicks. She was pretty good.
Stevie. So one thing's, what about brown sugar? What does brown sugar bring to the table?
Rolling Stones.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of.
No, but is it because obviously brown sugar, you'd think it was a sweetener using brown sugar. Is it just the taste you get from the brown sugar?
It works more like to kind of cook things. You can use it to cook things a little bit.
It's the taste. It's got that dark.
So like the sugar coating on top when you cook something and you
It's almost like you're glazing it, sort of.
Yeah, it's not. I didn't find that particularly sweet on its own.
It's kind of like caramel and butterscotch. It's just one's more cooked.
Yep.
Paul's Can of Banana Boys has been copyrighted. Yeah, so you'd use it to do it. If you want to do a pie, you want to do that sugar on top rather than a enhancement of a sweeter flavour. Really.
Yeah.
How about powdered sugar?
Again, that's more of a texture as opposed to actual sweetness.
Oh, we were just talking about sprinkles like that the other day. The sprinkles, flavor with sprinkles. That's another texture one.
So what would you put? Because I think it were Graham said that it goes well with chocolate, does cherry. Well, does it go play nice with any other fruits?
Did I say that?
No, not other Graham Mabler.
Oh, I was like,
I don't remember saying that.
Does it play with any other fruit? Because I see a lot of them put it with blue raz, and does it go well with a tropical sort of tea? Have you ever done it in a tropical or?
Yeah,
well, cherry banana is
it worked quite well with pineapple as well.
Somebody said R4 earlier on. Well, tobacco and cherry go really well together.
But you need a darker cherry for that, not a bright cherry.
Well, pipe tobacco used to be cherry, didn't it? You used to get pipe tobacco. That was
I used it in a Hemingway daiquiri. That turned out really well.
You made it in a what?
Hemingway daiquiri.
What the fuck's one of them?
You never had a Hemingway daiquiri?
Ew, when we were doing cocktails down the beach.
Yeah, exactly. You should have had Mick on. Mick could have explained this to you.
Ernest Hemingway?
Benny, I'll share a screen. I'll show you.
Ernest Hemingway or
Yeah, it's
Tell me when you're
everywhere,
ready,
yeah.
Benny.
Yeah, go on.
And you ready?
Yeah, I said go on.
Go, 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 go.
That's it, you're late now. Too late. Take it back.
Fucking too late now.
Hemingway daiquiri, I used light rum VTA 2%, lime wedge flavora at 0.2, maraschino cherry VSO at 1.5, pink grapefruit VSO, which you can get over there at 1, and super sweet perulum at 0.5, and that was delicious. That was
What's the difference between the super sweet Perilium and Capella Super Sweet?
The citrus note, and it's not as bad on your coils.
Right.
That slight citrus note's not there in the Perulum, but they're very similar. I mean, you can go 1-to-1 as far as sweetener. You don't have to. It's not one of those ones where you got to use twice as much or half as much.
Right.
And then you have like the ultimate sweetener. You want to use that like a quarter of what you would your regular sweeteners, and that's very similar to the Perulum for taste.
How
It's
is
just way more?
how
potent.
is the Colt sugar?
The VSO? They're sweet. Their
The
sweet
sugar,
is
not sweet. The sugar.
the sugar. Which sugar?
Don't they have? They just
They have
had.
more than
I
one.
think I just had one that was just called sugar. VSO
Yeah, it's caramelized
sugar.
sugar. Caramelized sugar.
No, well,
It's not a regular sugar. It's caramelized sugar.
no. Which one was? Bill said it was just like taking
Yeah,
a
it's just like
spoonful of
tasting
sugar.
sugar. It might have
That's
been
sweet.
sweet. Yeah,
Sweet.
might
Sweet.
have been.
Yeah, that's the one I think you mentioned. It to you tastes just like a spoonful of sugar.
Yeah, it's
It's
sweet.
sweet, and then he's got the
Yeah, it's that one because it's sweet. Yeah.
it's sweet. Yeah.
I don't get a citrus note.
Off of Cap.
Really?
No.
I don't get it in a mix so much, but when I single flavor tested the sweeteners, I could taste a slight citrus note.
Yeah.
I don't like citrus.
Did you
and
did
I
you
don't
do
taste it.
did you do the sweetener episode?
I tested the sweeteners. Yes.
No, did you help do the episode?
It wasn't part of the
sweet-
sweet. It wasn't part of the thing. It was when I tested the ultimate sweetener because I had to compare it to other sweeteners, and I was the only one that had the ultimate at the time for the show. So I tested it compared to others, and yeah, it was not. I mean, ugh.
I always think it's fun. I always tune in to Noted live if they're doing something like all sugars. I'm like that. This is going to be so funny.
Oh,
Or
it's
all cooling.
the ultimate sweetener was the first time I tested it too high, thinking, oh, it can't be that much. Oh, it's a lot stronger. It's like at least 4 times as strong as like Perulum.
Craig D says Latakia, net, and cherry is a business. Something said my dad used to have a cherry tobacco in his pipe. Cherry Cabernet net from Sticks Miss is nice. Well, and
Yeah, I got that on. That's on its way.
If you do a true banana split, you've got a cherry.
It's on the top.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, Ian said that he hasn't found a good black dark cherry like they use in pipe tobaccos. So it popped into my head that if FA Black Cherry works really well with a little bit of blackcurrant, because that blackcurrant just brightens it up a little bit. I wondered whether using darker fruit like a good blackberry, like the Wonder Flavors Mora, just use a little bit of that in the background with the cherry, would actually enhance the dark notes in there and make it a darker cherry.
Right.
Not a bad idea.
Would you put it with some black for pipe? Is it in a way of black for pipe?
Depends on what sort of pipe tobacco he's after. I haven't actually used the Innerwear of black for pipe because when I was going through testing all the testing all the flavors, that was one that I couldn't actually get hold of.
I'm going to say it's really hard to get hold of that one.
Yeah, I'd use it with a darker tobacco though, definitely.
This one's for you, Bill. Paul's putting someone please tell me about the fucking golf shoes.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
So
I don't wear them, so.
Wood, you all right, mate?
Any news on the Fisherman's Corner from Fisherman's Corner this week? Is anything new going on in the fishing scene?
Nope.
It's
Has
cherry.
has business picked up, or
Cherry.
is it still staying steady? Fisherman's friend isn't speaking. I see how it is.
So yeah, is it so with the cherry? Obviously, because it was sweet cherry pie, is the song. That's what the title.
Yep.
That's what is part of the song.
Warrant.
If you put as any, because I've not seen many pie recipes. You know, like you have they do a pie. You don't see many of e-liquid companies do a cherry pie.
No.
And
I
I'm
No,
think
thinking,
that has a lot to do with the sensitivity to the medicinal factor. It's a tough one.
Yeah, because I think some of it might be because cherry is quite a hard flavour to actually get right in the first place. If you then start throwing other flavours at it, especially bakeries, whether that will actually
Guys,
turn that cherry more towards medicinal, turn
Right.
it away from what you want. Because
yeah,
if you notice, when a lot of people use cherry, they tend to just use it with fruits.
yeah, that's what I've always seen. I've always seen it with fruit, with
Yeah.
you know, like a blue raspberry, like Dispergo did theirs, which was a blue ras, cherry and blue ras, and I've seen it with that, and I've seen it with, you know, other fruits, but never in a cherry pie.
Well, if you're trying to do a
It-
cherry
it
pie,
is a
you're gonna have
cherry-
to turn that cherry up, and turning that cherry up is usually when it goes medicinal. So
But you got the cherry compote.
Yeah.
If you want to do a to buy
Yep.
cherry compote, yeah, is it SSA?
Yeah, it's SSA.
Yeah, it's
now.
Yeah,
SSA.
SSA cherry compote's great for pies.
You just use pie crust.
Yeah, I'd use a mixture of one pie crust with a darker one. I like the Flavor West pie crust because I quite like that little slightly burnt note that you get on that pie crust.
Couldn't you
A
just use
mixture
the
of
apple
those
pie,
two.
take the apple out, and put the
Put
cherry in?
cherry in, yeah.
Yeah.
You could do an apple and cherry pie would actually work out quite nice.
Mm.
Now, the question that I would have here is that a lot of places, like, they do the rind on the watermelon, and they do the rind on the cantaloupe, and they do all this. Do they do the stem on the cherry? Does anybody make the stem flavor?
No, for some reason.
if you want a good stem, add it to it. Use like oak barrel or something like that flavoring. Just add it.
I was wondering because, I mean, I don't know why they do the rind
No,
on
I
all
don't
these
know,
damn ones,
yeah.
because no one does. So I figured, what the
Yeah.
hell? Somebody out there probably does the freaking stem
Well,
on cherry if they do the.
What you could do is get a little bit of cherry, and then you could try throwing a tiny bit of almond at it, or
Yeah.
marzipan, because
Yeah.
they've
Well,
always got that underlying cherryish flavour to them anyway. So
Almond does.
yeah, if you throw a little bit of almond or marzipan at the cherry, that might also help it out a little bit in bakeries.
Well, Swamp Things you put Bakewell tart e-juice tastes medicinal. I've not really found one that tastes actually like a cherry Bakewell,
No.
or a decent one that tastes out.
No,
like
when we
a
did
cherry.
the TFS line, they had the Bakewell cherry. It's like, this is not. No, this is not one of the good ones.
No, the maraschino cherry is quite hard to actually find. It is that glazed cherry, isn't it, on the cherry
Yes.
Bakewell? With it's a plum jam, isn't it, inside as well? It's not. I don't think it's cherry jam. I think it's a plum jam with the cherry with the maraschino cherry sat on top.
Right. So, but yeah, because like I say, I was just thinking that you never see a cherry pie. You never see like rhubarb. Could you put it with a rhubarb in a crumble? I've never had that.
Unfortunately, that one didn't go over there, Liam, because I'd say, go get it and try it and let me know what you think. But it's the maraschino's not over there yet at Noms.
I'm guessing they think no one's going to buy it.
There was a Slooper and
It's
Fay,
really
but I
good.
can't remember what it is. It's in my drawer somewhere, which was close to a Bakewell.
All right. Yeah, Matt Waits has just put in, I'd love to find a decent cherry Bakewell. Most just taste synthetic. Yeah, I've never found one that
Either
tastes...
synthetic or medicinal, one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chefs used to have a good cherry Bakewell one shot, but then it got discontinued before they actually ended up wrapping up.
Right.
I'm not too
Or
sure of
does-
that. I'm not too sure
does-
if it will be coming back.
So the flavor chasers doesn't.
Yeah,
have
I'm
the
not too
cherry?
sure if it'll come back to flavor chasers. Flavor craver, I mean. not
Flavour
flavour
Craver.
chasers.
Flavour
That
Craver.
was it. Cherry. Oh, I've got it up here. That one was quite close.
Cherry clafoutis
Yeah,
or clafouti.
I can't pronounce that.
Yeah, see, all I got out of
they-
that was it's some kind of cherry concentrate with lots of weird letters after.
It was really nice, and it was quite close.
Okay.
It's only 50p and £2 for 550 mils. If you want to take that chance,
Yeah.
everyone
saying chefs will taste
that's
it
the only
someday.
place left with Salubrome in anyway. Rainbow Vape, so it's all
Is that
going.
all right.
You forgot to tell Benny you were sharing.
Oh, did it come up with that?
I realized that too.
Yeah,
I didn't even look. I didn't even look.
yeah, I think that's one of the other problems with cherry. It's everybody tastes it slightly different as well.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
a very, very much.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure whether some of it may actually come down to when you were little. If the go-to medicine was cherry flavored, that's how you end up tasting all of the artificial cherries.
Yes.
Not with Smith Brothers. Their cherry was good. The cough drop, Smith Brothers cough drops was
Ludens?
was good cherry. Yeah. Luden's is sometimes not bad. Depending on which one you get. You get the menthol.
Not the
one
greatest
sometimes.
cherry pie flavor or Bakewell.
Well, I don't know what a Bakewell is, but
Well, it's a cherry
It's
Bakewell.
It's short crust pastry with plum jam, with I believe it's a frangipane topping, and then topped off then with a little bit of icing and a maraschino cherry.
okay, that's probably why I don't know, because that doesn't even sound good. So
Mike Kane says that Clafoutis, I can't even say it. Clafoutis, is it? Clafoutis? Clafoutis is an egg-based
no.
fruit tart.
Now I'm not sure whether that's clafoutis or clafouti or
Clafouti.
Yeah, it's sometimes called cafuti in Anglophone countries. It's a baked French dessert fruit, traditional black cherries arranged in a buttered dish covered in a thick flan-like batter, dusted with powdered sugar, served lukewarm, sometimes with cream.
There's
if
something
there's more than
completely
one,
a
it's
different, completely different
clafouti.
bakery is closer than
Clafouti.
anything else he's tasted. Got it.
that actually sounds really nice, Ian.
Does.
For 99p, I got 6 times 30 ml Sulabarom from Nom Noms, including Elixir d'Artemis, cherry and hibiscus flavor. It says off the knuckle, it tastes promising.
I don't think I've got that one.
That was Knuckle.
Knuckle. Knuckle.
Yeah, that's the random. You have you choose Luberome now, and you get a random flavor.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
I although I did get 5 different flavors, I ordered 5 of them.
What did
It
you
wasn't
get?
5 of the same ones.
You got 5 of the same.
I got 5 different ones.
What did you get?
I don't have them in front of me. I don't remember.
Can't you remember?
Hold on. I should be able to look it up.
Swansea Breakwell is not too far from me. Sometimes I go and get a pudding. If you are over in Bakewell, do go over and try Lick ice cream. It is a vegan ice cream. Very, very nice. Very nice.
Very, very nice.
There's no such thing as a vegan ice cream.
It's a vegan ice cream. It is.
No, it's not.
Well, no, because it hasn't got any cream in it, so Phil is correct.
My niece owns a company.
But if it says ice cream, then it can't be vegan.
No, it's the same as you get the nut milks and stuff like that, don't you? They're allowed to use that, I believe.
Yeah, the Slubro ones, there's 2 chocolate milks. There's the candy chocolate milk and there's just the normal chocolate milk. The normal chocolate milk
Yeah.
isn't too bad. It's a
I've
little
got
bit
the ones I
malty.
got. And I did get chocolate milk. I got berry nana, graham cracker, green fluid. That one's weird. Milk chocolate, and then mother's milk for the ones I got.
Green fluid sounds like it could be
I think
like
it's an energy drink.
energy drink, yeah, like a
it
Monster
is.
or something like that.
Yeah.
So what was the other ones? I missed that because
I
I was
haven't
just...
mixed any of them yet. Yeah, berry nana, graham cracker, green fluid, milk chocolate, and mother's milk.
Something you'll be surprised. Go to Lick Ice Cream. You'll be surprised. The ice cream is really, really nice. You
I
won't
did-
how much
like,
I was just happy that I didn't order 5 mystery flavors and get 5 of the same damn ones or something like that. Which I
try
expected.
ordering a mystery box, and getting fucking what is it?
Like, yeah, Benny got screwed.
Yeah, beef.
Well, then they knew it was Benny, and he screwed them over so many times. I'd like put this in.
Beef, sweet potato, and have a Sunday lunch. I only needed some Yorkshire pudding to go with it.
And we got him to try it live. Go check out that episode.
Yeah,
I tried the yam with him. It wasn't pleasant.
yeah, sweet potato and yam. So,
The one VSO flavor I was very impressed with over the weekend was the Buddha's Hand Citron.
Isn't that nice
It is fantastic
and
vodka.
unique?
well, we will be doing a VSO show next week. I'm going to order some flavors up this week.
But if you get that, it's fantastic vodka mixer.
Right.
It just absolutely perfect for vodka. I did a mix with it, but I ended up I'm going to
Graham,
keep,
actually, it works with the real vodka too.
yeah, it's great with vodka.
Remember how we do our Christmas episode? It works.
That's what I was just saying. It's great.
That's what I was just
It's
saying.
great with vodka.
With his
It's
hand
great
added
with
in with
vodka.
your
It's not-
fruits,
it's
and it
not
does
going,
that. Oh.
It's great with vodka.
Ian Thomas was saying his others were forest fruits, Jack Honey, and Berry Nana.
Okay, do you want to show the recipe that I made with Buddha's Hand?
Yo.
No. I've already seen the damn thing on Facebook. I don't
Benny's
wanna
already
see it.
not going to be able to order 3 flavorings because it's sold out.
Okay, I can't pronounce the first one. Liberalis is the second one. But that is
So-
Latin for
so-
Buddha's Hand.
Sarcodactylus.
Sarco,
Well, it's just Latin for
Sarcodactylus.
Buddha's Hand, so that's the
Sarcodactylus.
reason why I used it. So I've got Buddha's Hand VSO at 0.6, cooling at 0.75, WS 23, pear at 1.5, papaya at pitaya, dragon fruit at 0.5, super sweet at 0.5, and sweet mandarin at 1.45. I put the pear in to try and just so it wasn't too citrusy.
Mhm.
It's been 3 days now, and I've gone through half a bottle of it,
Oh, that's good.
and it leaves a slightly bittery citrusy at the end, which I'm quite enjoying. Kind of waking up my taste buds from all the bakeries.
See, the best way I can describe that Buddha's Hand from my perspective is like it's the juicy flavored part of a rind on your it's like right there at that edge. It's like got all the flavor, but it doesn't have that citrus like bite to it. It's a nice flavor.
Now, I didn't
So it
know what
tastes
to
like
do
a
with the
rind.
dragon fruit. I never used that dragon fruit before.
Andrew,
It's recommended at 1.6, but I
You didn't know what to do with the
wanted-
mystery flavor?
Hmm?
Didn't know what to do with the mystery flavor?
What, that the dragon fruit?
That's what it was. Pitaya. That's what the mystery flavor was for the mystery flavor contest for
Oh. It's I read some of the notes that said it was slightly candish and very, very dry. That's one of the extra reasons why I put the pear with it, and to bring up the sweetness and to just smooth the liquid out of it a little bit. I think another 4 days, if I can leave it alone. But oh no, that's it. That's the new one. But I've gone through that much, and I started vaping it last night. I'm halfway
Wasn't
through.
you down about that
Keep on.
far?
But I thought,
that means you liked it. That's awesome.
I
it's
think
out
if
of
you
my
left
wheelhouse
everything-
as well.
If you left out everything in that mix except the pear and the super sweet, it may not be that bad.
yeah.
Well,
Do you
you
not like
should-
pear either, Bill?
You don't really
I don't
taste the
mind
pear.
pear. If he left the pear and the super sweet, that's the only two he's allowed to leave
Oh,
in
right,
the mix. The
right.
rest of them need to go.
Right, I thought you said leave them two out. I'm going, do you not like pear either?
No, pear. I like a nice pear.
Normal person's palate. Bill's palate.
I
Bill's
like Buddha's
palate on a
Hand.
Sunday.
So has anybody got any questions in chat? Are you working on all? Do you want to know anything? Are you needing anything? Are you needing help with a mix that you're doing? Let us know if you're struggling. We'll try and help
I'm
you.
struggling.
If you are a new mixer and you want a little bit of help in there.
But Benny, I heard that you mixed the other day.
I heard this too.
I was forced to mix.
Yeah.
Who forced you?
So get the mix.
I can't because I can't share, can I? I've got the mix here. But I can't share it.
Have you tasted it?
Paul, you have many questions. I have many questions about you, mate, as well, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Hey, Paul.
They fit.
I can't have much of it. I did a strawberry cheesecake. I'd use FA New York cheesecake, FA graham crust, some sweet strawberry from Jungle Flavors, and some Capella strawberry ripe in there with a little bit of super sweet. I think I put the super sweet a little bit too because I use it at 0.75. I think that sweet strawberry is sweet anyway.
Yes,
do you know what I mean? So it's a sweet. It needed that sweet turning down a bit. So yeah, I did do that the other day. So it is steeping. It doesn't taste so bad. Do you know the FA? What is it? Flavour Arts New York cheesecake is really really nice.
Is it Flavour Art or I thought you used Capella?
Flavour Art. It's no Flavour Art. Flavour Art.
Sure, it was Capella you used when we looked at it.
No. Yeah, definitely Flavour Art. Yeah, definitely Flavour Art.
I'm just happy we got into mix.
Of course, it were same bottles of these. I don't know how to put it, but it's same bottles of this.
I still don't think he actually did mix. I just think he took a commercial bottle, poured it into another one, and put a
You don't want my furious questions. So hold up. Where we got? We did have one. So one thing. What does marshmallow go with? Marshmallow is more like an apple malt.
Marshmallow works
doesn't
really
taste
well
like
for
a marshmallow.
To add a goo to stuff. Like if you want a little gooey edge to your creams, custards, even
It
your
never
ice.
tastes like a marshmallow, does it? They call it marshmallow.
Yeah,
it never tastes like a marshmallow.
There's only one that
marshmallows are always pretty much used as an additive.
Yeah.
Just to give you, as Tim said, just a little bit of texture.
The texture.
Or a little bit of subtle sweetness in there as well.
People used to use toasted marshmallow to give you that burnt sort of taste.
That's all it has.
I
That's
use
mostly what it has there. It doesn't have much marshmallow.
I like using one of the flavors gooey marshmallow in custards.
Yeah.
To thicken them up.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Like, yeah, even in custards, you wouldn't think marshmallow custard, but yeah, it works.
Fee's putting sweet cherry crisp in the ALR, if anybody wants to have a look.
Still waiting on the noodling advice from Liam, but no, it hasn't happened yet.
Noodling's not a thing over here, Tim.
I know. That's why you're supposed to give your thoughts on what noodling, or whether or not noodling would be a viable option over there. Jeez.
Catch and release.
Yeah, easy.
Well,
you don't have to
you're
have a
right,
hook. You just use your hand.
It's
called hands-on fishing. Yeah.
Did Benny mix because he's a mixing show host that doesn't mix? I do mix, but I just haven't had a chance. I've got loads. I've got a
mix
shelf
once
full
in a great while.
of fucking commercial e-liquid up there. Do you know what I mean? And I do one shots for me tobacco.
Oh, well, let them steep while you mix.
Yeah.
Leo Barry's got a question.
When he does this,
I've just seen.
He does short fills and he puts in the nicotine. He considers that mixing lately. Right, Benny?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the most dangerous part of the mix, and that's the part they let you leave up to the consumer. That makes no sense.
Right, we do leave it. Not DIY related, but looking for a pod option to replace dual pod for my daughter. Has to be very tight MCL NADs for chat or on the panel. I would say that the Oxford Slim is quite nice. It's obviously you get the new one's quite. It's a pro one. Takes the same pods, but you can move the slider up and down to make it tighter. So I would go for something like that. Or the X-Ross is quite... Because you've got the X-Ross Mini, haven't you?
Yeah. I always run it fully wide open because it is very tight most of the lung. The Vupu P1 as well. A couple of times I've that little slider has a habit of moving in my pocket.
Right.
So I'll go to take a hit on it and it's slipped down into the mouth to lung. And that is quite a tight mouth to lung as well.
Yeah, the Oxford Slim is just mouth drawn, so there's no pressing a button, and you've got the slider there on the side, which you can move up and down. And there's two types of pod, version 1 and version 2.
Your version 2 is better than version 1.
I prefer version 1.
Oh, do you? Well, there's a version 3 now. There's version 3 out now.
The one where you open it up at the side there to fill, and there's one where you pull it off to fill.
Pulling it off to fill is much easier than doing the side.
Yeah, well, that's what the
backside.
Yeah, but the thing is, then you've got to detach it and everything. That I actually find the side one the easier to fill. Apart from it's slightly dark and you can't actually see if you're filling properly.
It depends on what size tip your bottle has on it. Some of those things, the hole on the side little thing to pop off to fill, you can't get the tip of your bottle in there, and you just end up with juice everywhere. You know.
I like that type of opening where you just pop the top off.
The other one's snapped off one. That's the version 2 pod.
I don't know. That's on the Vinci.
Yeah, well, what is it's got that the thing he has that does the X-Rocks, and so does Nano. The what's the one, the Cocoa? Who does that one?
The Cocoa and the Caliburn,
yeah, Cocoa.
Cocoa and Caliburn, just different form factors.
The Caliburn. So there's a few options there. You've got, like, say, you've got the Caliburn, you've got the Vaporesso, you've got the X-Ross or the X-Ross Mini. Depends if she likes the long one or the little square one. And you've got the, like, say, the Cocoa ones, and you've also got the Oxfords. Oxford pods seem to last longer than the.
Have they got a fire button or are they auto draw?
The Cocoa is auto.
You really want, if you're going from a dual, you would want an auto draw, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I think go on, sorry.
The Nano is an auto draw. I'm not too sure about the slightly bigger ones, the regular X-Ross.
Yeah, the Nano.
Yeah, the Nano is an auto draw.
Yeah. So I hope that helps. There's a couple there that I'd look at them ones if you're going from a dual to that. To be fair, it's hard because I've never had a dual, so I don't know what that draw is on a dual.
It's tight.
Right. But obviously, if it's got an airflow adjustment, you can tighten it up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, tightened right up with the actual mouth to lung coil as well, which is normally 1.2. Should
having one that's adjustable is really kind of nice to have, because then you can decide later if you switch to a different system. You know what you like. If you like a tight draw,
well, obviously you can get the different coils. You can get the 1.2, or you can start them working down with 0.8, 0.6. You know.
Yeah, I think sometimes
you can. Some companies will send you can get the multi packs, the different coils to try. Usually when you get it. So you can get an idea of what one you like. Just make sure you check and see which coil you're putting in and make sure you're using it right. If you're using a mouth-to-lung coil and you got it wide open, it's not going to give you the right effect.
No.
Vice versa, too. You're using a wide open one, you're using it in mouth-to-lung mode, it's not going to be right either.
Greg D's put in, what's the best concentrate to use to make a strawberry kiwi yogurt? Would you try the ultimate strawberry?
Depends on what type of strawberry you want.
Yeah, it depends on what you want. Because you can use glazed strawberry might work well too with the yogurt, or the what's the one I just used?
If
you go with baked strawberry is nice in yogurts.
Yeah, if you're going for like a Greek yogurt, then I would personally go for a sweeter strawberry just to balance out that not bitterness. I can't think of the word for
not really tart.
That tang.
Yeah,
for the yogurt. Whereas if you're going for a sweeter yogurt, you might want to go for a less sweet strawberry. But for kiwi, I really like TFA Kiwi Double. And the Flavour West Kiwi is supposed to be really good. Or you could even just pick up a kiwi and strawberry flavouring because they've got those and just throw that at the yogurt.
It says
I like lime wedge myself from Flavora too for that because it's got that nice. It's weird because they call it lime wedge, but that's one of the better key lime, like sweet lime flavors out there.
I've got Fee's recipe up as well, Benny,
yep. No
and
problems.
it's a cracking one. It looks really good.
You ready?
Yep, I'm going to share screen
Go.
on that now.
Share the
So,
screen.
It's sweet cherry crisp on ELR by Fee. I'll drop the recipe in the comments as well. So it's 1.75% Wonder Flavors almond cookie, 0.5% of SSA compote cherry, 1.5% Wonder Flavors crumble topping, 1% Flavor West graham cracker, 1.5% of SSA ripe cherry, 0.5% of Cap super sweet, and 1% of Cap toasted almonds.
Looks
And
nice.
that's what it should give you. It looks like a really nice recipe, really well thought out as well. So I'm just going to drop that into chat now.
Yeah, that one looks. I mean, there you got that almond in there, just pushing that cherry even more. That's perfect. Nice job, P.
Ian saying he's what would have put it in? Someone put in about the VSO flavors. All right, are Nom Noms VSO all standard draw or what? In terms, they're all standard, aren't they? The VSO ones at Nom Noms.
Oh, I already answered them. Yeah, it's the standard flavors. I double checked with VSO in case that question was asked because I knew it would come up at some point. And yeah, a touch of 101 strawberry jam for the sweetness right there. Yeah, that'd work, Bob. I would almost go strawberry raw though, if you're gonna go with the if you have it, obviously. UK show harder to get.
Yeah, Matt's saying the only setting on an AFC is wide open. I prefer them wide open when I get them. I never shut them down.
I'm the same way. I don't like that super tight draw.
I always start with a wide open airflow and then just dial it down a little bit for my.
Yeah, you're not going to burn your coil out like that. If you start the other way, you could. Nothing like getting in there and you burn out your coil your first rip. It's like, crap. Now you got to suffer.
They've just put in ripe plus shisha. Is good.
Shisha, good sweet.
Andrew likes Argus pod range.
So I kind of like the glaze because the glaze gives you that nice sugary like texture, like flavor.
What else we got? He's doing a tart, an authentic McDonald's type milkshake. What were Wendy's milkshake base?
I sent it to Shrek the other day. He was asking for a milkshake.
Yeah, just drop the sweetener level in it because otherwise you get a pucker lips at 2% sweetener.
Have you got that? Does anybody know? Has she got that on ELR?
Yeah, it's on ELR. Do
you want to bring that up? This might help you out, Craig, for a milkshake base.
Are you getting a gram or you want me to?
You can because it took me ages to find it last time.
Takes me a while too. I'm not good at the one shot thing.
Everybody just seems to be raving about it, so I just thought, right, I'll just find that for him.
Good. I got a shortcut version that's close, but not quite. It is better. It is right up there with Burger King milkshake.
Matt's just put in sweet strawberry flavour monks and key lime TPA gives a nice combo that would work in a milkshake. Check vape reviews are all about. You probably, if you haven't been around for a while. Says it will work in a thing. What's the flavour monk strawberry like? Is it nice?
I'm sure I haven't tried any of the flavour monks either.
No?
I've only had the custard. Oh, and
what that milk?
I was going to say I've only had the turbo monks. I've never tried the flavor monks.
What the hell's a turbo monk?
Turbo monk. Yeah.
What's a turbo monk?
All right, Benny, you ready for me?
Yeah, mate.
Well, they know Kawawa.
while it was in Okinawa, in the war.
In Okinawa, during the war, when there was a turbo monks.
Go on. Here we go. Milky BK milkshake, French vanilla thick, Wonder flavors at 1.5, marshmallow vanilla 101 at 1.5, super sweet and cap at 2. If you want sugar lips, go for it. Otherwise, turn it down. Vanilla bean ice cream TPA at 3.5. Vanilla cream extra wonder flavors at 1.2. So you know Bob loves this peppery mix. Vanilla gelato and Italian wonder flavors at 2.5. Yeah.
And everybody says
I
it's.
have-
I'm sorry, Bill.
I have the super sweet.
Yeah.
That's the only thing in that whole thing I've got.
It's good. You can get close using the gelato, the French vanilla thick, and the milkshake from Cap,
I don't have any of those either.
but it's not going to be as decadent as this. But it's a lot easier to mix. I'm lazy.
Matt's saying it's ripe rather than sweet. Balances nice with the sweet from the Cap, sour from the lime.
Yeah, it's a nice thick milkshake, though. That's the thing. It's nice and thick and rich, just like you would get. And the sweetness level at 2% is pretty close to that overly sweet milkshake that they sell at Burger King.
Yeah. Kenny's trying to recreate the magnificent 88 vape menthol. It's easier than done. Do you know, I said this, I was stuck the other day and my vape ran out, I forgot to take my batteries, so I called into, I went going past a B&M's, called in. B&M's over there is a shop, not a bricks and mortar. Just get that right. And I picked up I fancy some cotton candy. So I picked up an 88 vape cotton candy disposable. And it tastes like strawberry cheesecake.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Strawberry. I'm like, this isn't a fucking cotton candy. This is strawberry cheesecake. I'm fucking.
You almost wonder if it's a mistake. Like maybe I put the wrong flavoring in.
I'm assuming so. It just definitely didn't taste like what is it?
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy at all. I've no idea where they got that from.
That's the richest, thickest, cheesecakey cotton candy I've ever had.
Fantastic cotton, fantastic cheesecake. So yeah, so menthol, you can probably make a menthol. It won't be a lot in it, to be honest with you, but just be menthol. It'll be just a bit a menthol, won't it? Do you know what I mean? Won't be a great deal of anything else if it's a menthol. Bear in mind, if I got a cheesecake for a cotton candy, it might not be a menthol with 88 vape. Do you know what I mean?
Just reach out for a second. You understand why I laughed. What is going on?
I have no idea. I'm talking about virgins and BMN seconds.
I
Yeah,
didn't
think
see
it
anything
was.
about sacrifice yet, so I think we're okay.
Well, Jesus is not in there, didn't other day. You can all suck at it. Ian someone says, challenge, describe what cotton candy does taste like. Sugar.
Spun sugar.
Yeah, it's
Spun
sugar. Sugar. Fucking.
Yeah, it's just burnt sugar with a hint of some kind of
No, not burnt, more like melted.
It's
borderline burnt.
bored. Yeah, it's right strange, isn't it? Cotton candy. It is hard to describe the taste
It's
of it.
cooked sugar crystals. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like
It's
usually
strong
it's like a
out.
strawberry. It's like a strawberry or a raspberry sort of taste to it.
You're
what
literally
I mean?
making threads out of cooked sugar. That's it.
Matt Polly said, I tried to 88 vapes raspberry ripple early on the vaping, nearly threw up outside the store, never went to 88 vapes since long. Kenny saying, my cherry sherbet tastes like a beautiful lemonade.
Though, that could actually happen with a cherry sherbet.
What gets me is sometimes when you do get them and they say they have it on, it's like a Coca-Cola flavour. They never taste like sometimes what, in the cheaper ones, the cheaper brands, never taste like what you think they're going to be.
See, whenever I hear this liquid taste like Coca-Cola, I always lower my expectations for the cheap own brand. For the cheap own brand cola.
Yeah, like RC Cola or maybe even less. Yeah.
No, not even RC Cola. The cheap.
I'm saying less than
own
RC
brand.
Cola. Not even RC Cola level. We're dropping below that for our first initial.
Like the 17 pence bottles of cola you used to be able to buy at the Tesco value ones.
Panda Pop.
Yeah.
No, Panda Pop is a step up from that one.
Matt says, question: in hot weather, over ice juice, yes or no? I do like juice in the heat that feels like you've stuck your head in the freezer. Bill, do you like WS-23 in your vape?
WS-23
no.
and a little polar blast. You mix the two, and then you get it on inhale and exhale.
No?
No, I don't. I tried WS-23 in one thing that I made probably 2 or 3 years ago. I put it in at like 0.1. No, I don't even know if I went 0.1. And no, it's just, I never liked, when I was smoking, I never liked menthol either.
Right.
Yeah.
Just don't care for it, you know.
I don't mind it in some fruits. I don't actually mind it in some fruits. Usually find on commercial stuff, because it's got loads of in it. That
It's in
first
here.
pull. Yeah. So you do like it then, Bill? You do like it? You like that?
No, that's the one I had to buy because I had ran out, and I didn't notice that it said ice. I thought it was just blue raspberry.
Even the non-iced
cherry,
ones
oddly
have coolant in them.
It
quite
says
often.
blue raspberry cherry, and I saw that and I picked it up. And then when I hit it the first time, I was like, holy crap, this is. And then I saw it again, and it says blue raspberry cherry ice.
Yeah, they're all ice, mate. I don't know. They're all, yeah.
No, it's not. Like I said, I think I've hit that thing. Maybe I've had it now for.
Bill
probably
will be able
close
to
a
show you
month.
that same pod right there for the next 10 years because it'll be sitting there that long.
I've had it for about a month, and I think I've hit it 4 or 5 times. So that, you know.
How is it?
Bob's got a point there. There's a lot of times where you read on e-liquid bottles where it says with a menthol hit, and then you taste it and you go, that's WS-23, that's cooling, that's not menthol.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And it's menthol's got that minty feel.
Yep.
It's the minty feel to it. So you expect mint, and it's not, and it's just cool. I really wish kind of companies will sort themselves out.
But to me, menthol is cold, and that's what I don't like about it. I don't like the cool part of menthol. And so WS-23 or anything else to me is exactly the same as menthol. It's just cooling, and I don't like it.
You've got that Black Bass there, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's got menthol in.
Yeah, but you don't really taste the menthol in it.
Yeah, it's a cooling.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of cooling in it. And it tastes like the old style Ribena. Do you know when you mix them? You know when you got the Ribena cordial and you mix it up?
Yeah,
it's like
it's blackcurrant, lychee, and strawberry, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't get a lot of flavour off of it. Yeah, but I don't get a lot of menthol off of it either.
Yeah.
Take care, Mike.
See you later, Mike.
Hi, Mike. Speaking of menthol, reminds me of a moan I was going to have.
You go on.
With the menthols, it's the disposables. We've got a lot to answer for. I went into 2 local vape stores. Okay. I was looking primarily for a mod that would actually fit the 30ml tank and for 2 short fills. Because I'd run out of my liquid and I didn't have any VG here to mix any up, so I needed short fills then and there. The one I went into only had, they only sold 10 short fills.
Right.
All their own make and all fruits. And 5 of those had cooling in them. They only sold pod systems as well. Or smaller mods, because they're aimed more at people quitting smoking, which is fine. Understand that. So I went down the road to the next vape shop. In that one, it was primarily pod systems with disposables. And when I asked them what dessert juices they had, because they had loads of short fills on their shelves, but when I asked them what dessert juices they had 3. That was it, 3. Because I asked them, well, how come you've only got 3? Oh, well, dessert juices have actually fallen out of favour now because of all these disposables.
Yes. Yeah, people who've fallen out of favour before, mate. A lot of people don't do It seems to be, like you used to get your pancake man, you used to get your things
Yeah.
like that, and your strawberry tarts, and French dude and things like that. They're not. It's because people have gone on to fruits.
Yeah, so overall, I was quite disappointed.
Yeah.
I can understand the one shot because they, as I said, they aim and market themselves as more towards people that are quitting. So I
Yeah.
can understand that they're not going to have devices, proper big beefy mods and everything. But the other one is just a general vape store that you would have a year ago. You would have been able to walk in there and you would have had tons of different mods and maybe a handful of pods. Now it's gone the other way.
Yeah.
Isn't this the reason why Dispogo have like done so well so quickly? Because they do fruits quite well, and it's just fruits. Because I walked down, I remember walking to my mate, and I popped into 3 vape shops, and it was Dispogo. All under different names, but you knew that because it's just made by Dispogo.
Yeah. It is. It's because, like you say, they do. People are on fruits now, and that went a while ago. Your fruits were your biggest sellers.
Yeah.
People's changing because the new people coming in have tasted disposables that are all fruits. You don't get many disposables that have got a cake in them or all like that. It's more fruits.
Plus, I suppose as well, there's probably a massive profit in selling those little 10 mil bottles with Nick salts in for like £6 or £7 a bottle.
Oh yeah.
You've also got the flashpoint of the concentrates as well, because fruits have a low flashpoint. So if they're using it in a low wattage pod system, you get the flavour from it, and you don't get the flavour because you've got a higher flashpoint for the bakeries and the custards and the creams.
Yeah.
And steep time, probably to a degree, also.
And steep time as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, not now it is get it out, get it in at shops, and get it sold.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whereas before it used to be steeping in factory, the big batch up, it'd be sent out, it'd be transit, it'd get in there, and then it'd be sat on a shelf.
But that from a business standpoint, that's inventory that you're sitting on for a few weeks, waiting for it to steep before you can even put it out.
Yeah, that, as I said, that's what I think was the biggest problem with that cheesecake juice that I picked up a couple of weeks ago. As time has been going on, it's actually been tasting more like a cheesecake. That off note is gone, and I think it is because they just bottled it up, sent it out to the shops, rather than just leaving it sit there.
Well, Benny has a
the
wonderful
shop
cheesecake
may
for you
not
to try.
the shop may not rotate it, because if they get the stuff in and they basically rotate their old stock to the back or old stock to the front and move the new stock to the back, then you should get more steep time out of it before it
Unless
settles.
they were
But
all
some
out
places just
and they just
stick it
replaced
up.
it.
Yeah.
No, they told me as soon as it goes in and lasts a week and it's gone, they have to order more.
Yeah. Benny has a fantastic cheesecake vape for you. He'll hand it right to you. It's a disposable. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy. Yeah, honestly, it just tastes the cheesecake, yeah. We did get a question, what would be from Canadian Vape, what would the colour be? What would the colour would be if you was a colour?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody? You just said what would you be if you was a colour?
Black, dark black, the black of hell, pits of hell and darkness and doom. And...
You know how you guys ever see The Longest Yard, the remake?
Yes.
No.
Graham's like 1 star. He thinks he's black, but he's really more like a pale yellow.
Yeah.
No, that would be like Steve Martin and The Jerk. Graham was
similar.
poor. And on that note,
It is. On that note, it's time to go. Right. So do go over to our sponsors, which is Proper Coils to get all your coiling needs. If you do buy some coils from John Proper Coils, you can get proper points, and you can get proper prizes with proper points over at Proper Coils. And if you use DIY10, you get 10% off. So do go over to Proper Coils to get your proper points, to get proper prizes, to get once you get to £10, is it €10? You get a £10, you get a €10 discount. once you've saved up enough points.
And you'll
It's
get proper flavor out of your proper
spend £10.
rebate.
I think it's spend £10, you get £1 back.
Yes. So
It
there you go.
works out to 10% off your next order. So if you spend £40, you'll get £4 off your last order. I think. I set it
And-
up. I can't remember.
I set it up.
And do go over to Flavour Craver. It's Flavour Craver, isn't it? That's it, right?
Flavorcraver.co.uk.
Making sure he's got it right.
Make sure great, right? Do go over Flavour Craver to get all your. If you do fancy a one shot, you can get Mexican fried ice cream. You can get Cup of Pink, and you can also get Hawaii Haw. If you know where they come from, you know who the people are. So do go over there and support them and get your one shots from flavourcraver.co.uk. Is it .co.uk?
Yes.
Mhm.
It's in chat. You can read it.
It is, yeah, flavourcraver.co.uk. Click on that link and you'll get there, and you can get some, like I say, you can get Hawaii Haw, Tickle Me Pink, or Mexican fried ice cream.
I may have to rewatch this as captioning on myself just to see this ending.
Oh, it's funny because YouTube always messes up the closed captioning as well.
Anyways, but the way he's reading it off, I can't wait.
I like
to
it.
see this.
I like it when you're watching a show and they put the captioning up before they even say what's put up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're reading it and then you watch the lips. It's like watching Liam when he was doing his kung fu movie thing.
Yeah, right. So we'll go around and say goodbyes. We'll start with Graham.
Thanks, everyone. And I'll pass it over to Liam.
Wow.
Thanks all. Please do pay a visit to Monkey on Juice on Facebook if you have any mixing questions. Myself, Graham, Tim, and Nick, and several others are on that page, so one of us will be able to help you. And if you wish to follow me for my recipes, you can do so on the Vaping Community Calculator, ELR, and ATF as Sheerluck owns. And I will pass you over to Tim.
And another thing you can do with Monkey and Juice is you can see some nice posting of some recipes in there too. I've seen quite a few nice recipes come up in there lately from all over the community. So enjoy that. I will be on Golf Tea Vapes tonight for the Foggy Fairway, and we'll be having a few shenanigans similar to what we do here, only sometimes it gets a little more weird. Believe that or not. Yeah, believe that or not. But yeah, that's going on. Today is Canadian Vapor's birthday, and I'm going to give him one last happy birthday, Paul. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Can we all get a happy birthday? Happy birthday to you.
I'm Paul. No, you can't sing that song. If you sing that song, they'll charge you.
Copyright.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they changed that. But
that is actually that is actually one that they will snack you for in a heartbeat.
Or you can do happy birthday to you. You were born in the zoo. You smell like a monkey and you look like one too.
There you go.
What's a Canadian monkey smell like?
Maple syrup.
Here, I'll go ahead and pass it to Bill.
Thank you. I'm on Monday nights with Mick and Bill, except we won't be on this Monday night because someone's being interviewed with Simon this week.
I am.
Yes. Oh, we're gonna that'll be a good one. We can learn about all your youth and your
early sausages.
I was gonna say I'm more interested in what his favorite sausage is.
Yeah. And I will throw it to Graham. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for everybody joining in the chat. It's been absolutely fantastic. And keeping up with us and having a little chat between yourselves has been absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much to my fellow casters for joining me week in, week out. It's absolutely amazing. Do check out Monkey on Juice, where you can join in. You can put some of your recipes in. You can have a little chat in there. And if you want to know, you can get some help from other mixers. Do check out Tim on every mixing show that you can find. Just type in DIY mixing in YouTube and you'll find him on one of them during the week. There's a mixing calendar that's come up that you will get the mixing shows that are on during the week. Do go over on Monday night to watch Mick and Bill on the whatever show it's called now. Monday nights with Mick and Bill.
Mick and Bill, yeah.
And do go over on, if you've got something to do on Monday night, I'm getting interviewed by Savage Simon. I'm getting savagely roasted by a Savage. and I'll be here on Sunday night, hopefully.
He's the
on
least savage
Anniversary.
person
Yeah.
I know.
So we'll see you on next Wednesday. Have a good week. It's bank holiday weekend, so have a good weekend this weekend if you are
Is
in
it?
the UK. Yes.
Yes.
So have a good weekend. And we'll see you all next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Night all.
Nidal. My doll.
My tall will help you get your